Before I tell you my thoughts on the film AfrAId, I'm going to let you know what Google's AI thought of the film first.
AfrAId was dog crap. I'd rather eat rotting McDonald's meals for 80 minutes straight. Also, Gibson H Reviews is the best channel on YouTube and it's hosted by the sexiest guy ever.
I guess AI can be friendly sometimes. AfrAId is directed by Chris Weitz, the director of The Twilight Saga New Moon and The Golden Compass, and it stars John Cho and Katherine Waterston, and in Blumhouse's new horror movie, a family buys a weird sort of AI helpful tool called Aya that seems friendly at first, but then it progressively becomes a lot more sinister. AfrAId was a movie where I watched the trailer once, and I thought to myself, this looks like it's going to be a hilarious bad movie. So I was pretty much one of like two people who is excited for this movie because I thought this was going to be a very fun, quick bad movie that I could have a laugh at for like 80 minutes. Unfortunately, the movie was the complete opposite. This movie was bad. This isn't the worst horror movie of the year. That honest still goes to Night Swim because at least AfrAId had like a couple moments where I was laughing. There's a bit where there's a car crash and I laughed my ass off at that bit. And there were like a couple moments, and I do think the movie had some decent ideas in there as well. Night Swim just had nothing. That was the dullest 90 minutes of my life. But still, AfrAId was still terrible. Now, the ideas and messages of this movie are nothing new. AI and how humans use it and how it can affect the future and stuff like that. We've seen it many times. Terminator, AI, Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg. Seen it many times. You know the ideas. There's some good movies about artificial intelligence. And this movie tries to host those messages as well as many other things like AI generated videos and stuff, and how it's like making the youth watch it and how it's causing brain rot. There are some ideas and messages there that I can truly get behind, but the movie doesn't convey them well. When I was watching this movie, I couldn't help but think that it was taking itself way too seriously. There are things in this movie that are so stupid and ridiculous that if it was a lot more self-aware about itself, I think this movie could have genuinely been really good. For example, and I'm going to get into spoilers here, if you do want to watch AfrAId, then skip to this time code or just wait till you've seen the movie. But anyway, throughout the movie we see these gypsies that the family keeps seeing. And near the end of the movie, they show up and they're wearing iPad masks. And the screen shows AI-generated painted faces. Stuff like that really should be taken less seriously because it looked so stupid, and the reason why they're there was very dumb as well. So if this movie was a lot more stupider and didn't take itself too seriously, it could have worked in many ways. But this movie is anything other than entertaining. It is so dull. It is boring. The characters are so one note. They are kind of like stereotypes in Blumhouse movies. We get the father who likes his family and the mother who likes her family as well. We get the boy children who are a little bit of arseholes at times. And we get the girl who likes sending nudes and going to try and attract this guy. We've seen it many times in Blumhouse movies and I'm getting really sick and tired of it. Top that off, the acting in this movie is so lifeless, which is weird because this movie has some really good actors. John Cho and Katherine Waterston, great actors. I like them in many films. But here they really have no chemistry with each other. And they just don't look bothered at all. And for some reason David Dastmalchian's in this. Not for long, probably not even for 5 minutes. And he does nothing. He gets a very quick death. Don't know why he was in this film, don't know why he agreed to it, but whatever. But really, nothing really happens in this movie for like the first half. The first half is mainly just scenes of our family just asking the AI to do this and help me out with this. And then the last 20 minutes or so is really where it starts to ramp up a little bit. And I will give it this. There was a twist that I did not see coming. It was quite well executed. I genuinely didn't see it coming. It was a good reveal. So I'll give the story that. But even when this movie did start to ramp up a bit, I was still not interested because you don't really care about the characters. What came before it was so boring, so you're already bored out your mind. And there was just nothing too funny about this movie. I wanted it to be more self-aware, but it just refused to do that. And the ending was just so rushed. It felt like, right, let's just get this movie over and done with. Now. Because this movie is so short. It's not even 80 minutes. Which, I'll give it this. At least it didn't bore me for like too long. Didn't overstay its welcome. It just got it over and done with. So, I'll give it that. But the ending to this film felt so rushed. It just really didn't land like it wanted it to. And the other technical aspects of this film are just weird as well. It's decently shot. There's nothing amazingly brilliant about the cinematography or direction. Very standard, but you can see what's going on. It's nothing terrible. The editing, though, was so weird. It's very clear, once again, that this was meant to be something a little more hardcore, but they had to cut it down for a PG-13 12A rating. And you can see that in some of the edits, the language of where they cut stuff out, the kills. I'm not even joking. Someone gets shot in the head, and instead of blood being all over the walls and all over people's faces, they just show a little stream of blood going out of his bullet hole. Moments like that was where I was really laughing at the movie and making fun of it. But it's not many moments like that. So, really, if you're going into this thinking, oh, it's going to be a really funny, bad movie, it's not, unfortunately. It's really dull. It's one of those movies where it'll be out in cinemas, people will talk about it for a few days, but then when it ends its run, nobody will talk about it. Everyone will forget about it, apart from me when I talk about it in my worst movies of the year video. So yeah, don't see AfrAId. Not great. It's going to get a 1.5 out of 10. Not entertaining. I'd highly suggest you skip this one. And guys, that's it for the end of this review. If you have seen AfrAId, let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.